Mike Lanesman and welcome to another video tutorial.
This Lightroom video tutorial deals with the subject of creating a panorama or a photo merge, as we commonly knew it in Photoshop, directly from within Lightroom Creative Cloud. This is a new feature that's recently been added to the latest iteration of Lightroom Creative Cloud 2015. Previously only reserved for execution in Photoshop. Let's have a look how we'll achieve this. In the Library module, we head on over to the Import button. We select Import. It's now going to invite us to select a source for our images for the photo merge or for the panorama. Here are the three images that have been selected that we would like to import into the program. Another new feature that has been added to Lightroom Creative Cloud is the ability to now import not only into your catalog, but to import into a specific or add to a collection. We can click Add to a collection and it now asks us which collection we would like to add to, and we would like to click on the Panorama collection and it will get imported into that collection when we click Import at the bottom of the screen. We notice the progress in the top left hand corner. We now can see in the Collections panel that we have our photographs in the Lightroom collection. We can simply hold Shift and click on the three photographs that we require to merge into the panorama, and we will now head on over to the Photo menu and invoke the newly added menu of Photo Merge, and in this particular example we're going to add Panorama. It is now busy building the Panorama preview, and let's examine some of the options that are available to us. It needs to select the projection options, the spherical, cylindrical or perspective. Generally auto is really a good starting point. We can, however, override that auto projection and we can, for example, select the perspective projection. Let's have a look how that changes. That changes the projection. We have cylindrical, we have spherical. Let's click on auto select for now. And if we wanted to do this straight away, we click on auto crop. It is now going to crop the image. Without auto crop selected, we can see there's a white rebate, a white border around the image due to the projection needed in order to align these images together to create the panorama. Let's tick auto crop so that it eliminates all the unnecessary white areas, and we click on merge. It is now busy creating the panorama in the background, and we can observe this from the status in the top left hand corner of the Lightroom screen. Lightroom has created a beautiful panorama for us, but it has cropped it. Let's look at the following scenario where we require this panorama to be created but without cropping. In this instance, we would need to open the image in Photoshop. Let's have a look. Let's recreate this image without auto crop. We can simply click on the keyboard shortcut of G, which takes us back into the grid of the Library module. We can select these three images again by shift clicking on the last one. All three images are selected. We will now invoke the Panorama command again by hitting the Photo menu, Photo Merge, Panorama. We will still leave the auto select projection on, but this time we will untick auto crop. So we're now going to process this panorama with the white border. Let's click on Merge to create the second panorama. With this second panorama having been created, we can notice again that it is displaying in the loop view as the panorama, but including the white borders. This is now a situation that we can remedy in Photoshop using what is called a content-aware fill. Let's head on over to the Photo menu, select the Edit in Photoshop Creative Cloud 2015. It is now busy transferring the photograph straight into Photoshop. And there we have it. I will simply press the F key so we can view this image full screen. And I would like to have the transparent areas turned into white. What I would need to do there is head on over to the Layer menu and select Flatten Image. We now need to select the white border because we're actually going to ask the program to fill in the white border with the image. So we now head on over to the Magic Wand tool, which is located in the same menu as the Quick Selection tool, but we select Magic Wand. If we think back to the theory of Photoshop, we know the Magic Wand will select plain vivid colors very simply with one click. However, there is one more control to use, and that is the setting of tolerance that is found in the options bar. We set the tolerance to 5 pixels. What that means is that when we click, 5 pixels of the same color will be selected. We also notice that not all the white has been selected. We know that to add to a selection, we can simply hold the Shift key. You can then see the plus sign attached to the Magic Wand. While holding Shift, click again. While holding Shift, click again to add to the selection, and hold Shift and click to add to the selection. We can now see that the entire white region has been selected and ready for content-aware filling. In order to achieve a content-aware fill, we would head on over to the Edit menu and select Fill. We make sure that in the Contents area, we have Content-aware selected and we click on OK. It's almost as if it knows what to fill in the white areas, and you will see how this wonderful tool works on completion of this task. It is truly miraculous. Result achieved with no cropping required. To get rid of the selection, we head on over to the Select menu and select Deselect. There you have a wonderful result and how we can use Lightroom and Photoshop in conjunction with each other. I hope this introduced you to the concept of creating a panorama in Lightroom, which was never possible before, and also how the two Photoshop programs are able to communicate with each other by opening the photograph in Photoshop and content-aware filling. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.